Hey guys, it's Pranav with Boom SDR. Welcome to the video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to find the low-hanging fruit. Most SDRs, when you first join an organization, the easiest way to get noticed is hitting your quota out of the gates. And the easiest way to do that is by really optimizing your activities around what's going to yield you the greatest return for every hour, minute spent prospecting into a lead or an account. So before we get into that though, if you do enjoy the video, please hit like or subscribe below. Gives us some great feedback as to the type of content that is really valuable to our community. All right, so what strategies can we use to find that low-hanging fruit in our CRM? If you're like most organizations, your CRM is gonna have tons and tons of leads. How do you filter through that to actually identify the leads that are most the worst prospecting into? Well, one of the first strategies I'm going to share with you is just finding your ideal customer profile. A lot of SDRs, they don't take the time to sit down and actually identify who is a good customer. And the easiest way to identify that is just taking a look at your existing customer list. Rhetorical question, but why is a customer a customer? Well, the answer is because they're finding value from your product or service. And if they're finding value from what you're selling, try to find other organizations or prospects that are similar to them and share with them how you helped your customer or your existing customers find success and solve for their pain points. And I can't tell you, a lot of organizations in the onboarding and the training process for SDRs or BDRs, they do help you with the ICP. They might give you a geographic territory or they give you an industry, but you need to dig deeper than that. Really identify what are those specific customer success stories. If you have the healthcare industry or if you're targeting software companies, what type of software companies, what employee range, what departments are finding the most value from your tools, and kind of identifying, what is that specific customer success story looking like? How exactly, what features of our product or service are they leveraging with the most ROI? And then how can you tailor a story that you can then share with the marketplace to help other organizations that are similar to that existing customer? So that's strategy number one. Strategy number two, on-site behavior. This might require a little bit of help from your marketing team, but I know this initiative from an SDR would be taken really well. And ultimately, what we're looking for when it comes to on-site behavior is who in our CRM is actually indicating to us that they're ready to buy, are looking to buy, or have a pain point that we're looking to solve, or that we can help them solve. And some questions to just ask yourself as you're looking through this behavior data is, has a prospect visited the website recently? What pages? Did they download a piece of content? What was that resource? What were they looking for? What was that resource solving for? If they attended a webinar, what was the topic of discussion? And all of these gave you great insight into the questions that are top of mind for that prospect and for that organization. And if you can solve those issues for them, that is a great way to open up that conversation. And blindly prospecting into your CRM is super inefficient. It's a spray and pray strategy, but at least with leveraging behavior, you're going to be able to identify certain behavior patterns that are ultimately going to lead to questions that are being asked by your prospect, and which is going to then lead to you providing the answer and scheduling a meeting or a demo to help them find that answer. All right, strategy number three, look for change events. Typically across a number of industries, change events typically lead to buying opportunities. Change in leadership, change in business model. These are all going to be associated with new pain points for that organization. And if your product or solution could potentially provide a solution for those new pain points, boom, there you go. That is a great way to spark a conversation. And it's going to vary based on what you're selling, but a few examples to help you generate some ideas for what type of change events are going to lead to buying opportunities in your industry. These are four that you can typically take a look at. They might not always be available in the public domain, but if they're publicly traded companies or if it is a press-worthy type of change event, you're going to be able to find it with a quick Google search. So mergers, acquisitions, funding, stock performance, positive, negative press are all great. And ultimately, the best way, a little pro tip here, again, lead with customer success stories about how you helped other organizations face similar change events. If you have a long list of customers that just raised funding and then went in and purchased your software to help them with their growth strategy, that is phenomenal. Share that with other organizations that just raised funding in that same industry. If you specifically have helped a lot of organizations that are dealing with negative stock performance and cost cutting in specific areas, boom, there you go. Maybe lead with how your product or service, and it's typically not great to always lead with price, but if you can share with them how you can help provide a similar solution for a lower cost, that might be enough to spark that conversation. But again, these are just all examples. You need to tailor this to your specific situation. And finally, my favorite change event, the one I left off of this list on the page here, is change in senior leadership. This is a phenomenal change event to track, specifically for your industry, specifically for your existing customers. And the reason being, think of the psychology behind a change in leadership move. It's typically that new senior leader that joins that organization. Their primary objective within the first 3 to 6 months of being at that organization is to have an immediate impact, to clean the ship, or essentially prove to the other individuals at that organization, the other senior leadership members, as to what type of value they're providing by joining that organization. And the beauty of that, the fact they want to make an immediate impact, that is a great buying opportunity. Because if you can help them provide a solution or a product that's going to help them look good by having that impact on the organization, that is a great conversation starter and a great way to schedule an appointment. One pro tip on this one, track changes in senior leadership within your existing customer list. If they've already used your product at a past organization, boom, there you go. That is a great way to start a conversation around exploring a new partnership at their new organization. So highly recommend tracking senior leadership within your industry. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are 4 strategies you can use to kind of shift through all the data within your CRM to identify target accounts or prospects that could yield a great quick win or are in the right point in the buying cycle to actually reach out to schedule that conversation. Great, well that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'll toss a few resources below that you can continue to further your education around this specific topic, but highly recommend checking out Boom SDR as well. We create and put a lot of effort into creating a lot of different content that's going to help SDRs, BDRs, ADRs across the world, and everything from articles, videos to webinars. Check out boomsdr.com. Let us know what you guys think. If there's a specific content piece that you have a question about, let us know. Drop us a comment below. We'd be happy to explore that subject in our next video. Great. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you guys found the video valuable. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace.